Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. There's something armies are wondering about again after Baltimore D2 concluded. Jimin and Jungkook had just experienced one of the most important moments in their journey. But after the concert atmosphere began to die down, the two seemingly disappeared from the public's radar. There wasn't much information available to directly answer fans' questions. And of course, when two names like Jimin and Jungkook suddenly disappear for a period of time, the internet is immediately filled with theories. Did they really disappear? Where did they go after Baltimore D2? Is there a secret schedule that hasn't been announced? Or is everything actually much simpler than armies imagined? Baltimore D2 itself was an energetic night. After a busy schedule, the stage performance gave Jimin and Jungkook the opportunity to meet fans again in person in a very intense concert atmosphere. Army's cheers, interactions between members, spontaneous expressions, and various small moments on stage immediately became the talk of the town after the concert ended. However, as is often the case after a major concert, fans' concerns didn't end when the stage lights went down. In fact, after the concert ended, new questions began to emerge. Where did the members go? When did they leave the venue? Did they immediately return to their rest areas? Are there any upcoming schedules? And the most frequently asked questions by some fans this time were about Jimin and Jungkook. On social media, some armies have begun using the term Jikook disappeared to describe the situation. But it's important to understand that terms like disappearing in the fandom context don't usually mean someone is truly missing or officially unknown. Often, the term simply describes the situation when an artist is absent from public posts, doesn't perform live broadcasts, or hasn't appeared in new content since an event. And this is what makes the situation interesting. When an artist is in the middle of a tour or a major schedule, they aren't always obligated to provide updates every few hours. After a concert, they also need time to rest, move locations, prepare for the next schedule, or simply enjoy some private time away from the cameras. For fans, a few hours without news can feel like a long time. But for an artist with a busy international schedule, that time could be used for traveling, resting, fittings, practicing, preparing for production, or other undisclosed activities. Therefore, when Jimin and Jungkook weren't immediately seen after Baltimore D2, the first thing to do is not jump to conclusions. The absence of photos or videos doesn't mean there's no activity. This is crucial when following an idol's public life. What's visible online is only a small part of their lives. Even when an artist is in a particular city, we can't assume that their every move will be captured on camera or shared with the public. And that's precisely why the term whereabouts finally revealed needs to be understood in its proper context. What we can really do is follow official information regarding schedules, performances, released content, and updates from reliable sources. If there's no official confirmation regarding someone's private location, we shouldn't fill in the gaps with assumptions. Interestingly, situations like this often lead to increased fandom activity. When there are no new updates, armies start revisiting concert footage. They compared moments from day 1 and day 2, noting subtle changes in Jimin and Jungkook's expressions. They discussed whether they looked tired, excited, or simply enjoying the atmosphere. One thing is clear from a concert series like this. Jimin and Jungkook's relationship as fellow BTS members seems most natural when they're in a familiar environment. On stage with the other members, Jimin and Jungkook have spent years working together. They've performed numerous times, rehearsed, traveled, had interviews, performed concerts, and participated in various group activities. So, it's no surprise that the small interactions between them are something fans easily notice. However, we must also differentiate between their chemistry as members, their close friendship, and fandom interpretations. This is what makes discussing Jimin always interesting and requires further analysis. Exercise caution. Fans are certainly free to enjoy the moments they love. However, Jimin and Jungkook's private lives remain a realm not fully known to the public. Therefore, when there is no information regarding their activities following Baltimore D2, the most sensible course of action is to wait for truly confirmed news. And perhaps that is precisely why they appear to have disappeared. It isn't due to anything dramatic. It isn't because of a problem. It isn't because something happened behind the scenes. Rather, they may simply be going through a part of their lives and work that isn't shared with the public. After a major concert, the need for rest is hardly unusual. Just imagine the energy required to perform before thousands of people singing, dancing, changing positions, interacting with the audience, and maintaining a high level of performance for hours on end. Once it's all over, it is only natural for an artist to need time to recharge. And if they have upcoming travel, production preparations, or other scheduled commitments, then a period without public updates is perfectly normal. Yet, one thing continues to pique ARMY's curiosity. If they are indeed moving on to their next schedule, when will we see them again? That is the question likely to persist after Baltimore D2. Fans naturally hope for more content, photos, videos, or new moments, featuring Jimin and Jungkook. Especially after a concert filled with such engaging highlights, curiosity about what comes next runs high. However, it is best to enjoy their journey one step at a time. Not every moment needs to be known in real time. Not every movement needs to be tracked. And not every silence implies a major story being kept under wraps. Sometimes silence is just silence. What is fascinating is how the fandom can turn a few hours without updates into a grand mystery. It speaks volumes about the depth of ARMY's interest in Jimin and Jungkook. Baltimore Day May 2nd have concluded, but the conversation surrounding it continues. Video clips are still being analyzed. Photos are still being shared. Small moments are being rediscovered. And whenever a new update drops, fans will undoubtedly take immediate notice. If official information regarding Jimin and Jungkook's schedules or activities after Baltimore emerges later, that is certainly the information we should rely on. In the meantime, there is no need to rush into believing every rumor that pops up on social media. In an era where a single video clip can spread worldwide in minutes, context is crucial. A single photo might look like a major story, yet we often don't know what happened before or after it was taken. A short video doesn't always capture the full picture, either. And just because an account claims Jimin and Jungkook are at a certain location, it doesn't necessarily mean the information has been confirmed. That is why, as fans, we can enjoy Jikook content without turning every piece of speculation into fact. What we can truly see is what they choose to show the public. And in that regard, Baltimore D2 certainly gave us plenty to talk about. From their stage performances to the small interactions that made ARMY smile, the concert once again demonstrated why moments involving Jimin and Jungkook always garner so much attention. Now, the question goes back to you. Do you think the idea of Jikook disappearing after Baltimore D2 is something worth questioning? Or are they simply taking time to rest and attend to private schedules that aren't meant for the public eye? Did you spot a particular moment from Baltimore D2 that you found especially interesting? And most importantly, are you looking forward to seeing Jimin and Jungkook appear again? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Also, don't forget to share this video with fellow ARMYs who might still be curious about what happened after Baltimore D2. And as always, remember that rumors remain just rumors until there is credible confirmation. We can enjoy the moments, discuss theories, and share the excitement together without spreading unverified personal information. After all, what makes the journey of BTS and its members so compelling isn't just what happens behind the scenes, but also the moments they choose to share directly with their fans. So, did Jimin and Jungkook really disappear? The answer might be much simpler than that. They might just be in their own world after a long, exhausting night of concerts. And when the time is right, we might see them resurface with a new update that instantly sends ARMY into a frenzy. One thing is certain, the Baltimore story isn't truly over yet. The concert may be over, but the moments left behind are still being talked about. And who knows, the next update might just answer all the questions that arose after Baltimore D2. Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this kind of discussion, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates on Jimin, Jungkook, BTS, and other exciting moments. See you in the next video. And to all ARMY, keep enjoying every moment, keep supporting BTS, and most importantly, always distinguish between facts, opinions, and rumors. See you in the next video, Army.